Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the month of August. It's the rainiest month of the year here in Thailand. So right now I'm going to show you a few things that are going on here in Chiang Mai, especially if you're used to Chiang Mai, you've been here a couple of times, we've got to change. So we're going to go over that in just a minute. First, I want to talk about the rain. It's been raining for 3 days straight. It's raining on me right now, but it's a slight drizzle, and this is about the best it's been, like I said, in 3 days. So if you are ever planning on being here in the month of August, this is going to be where the big rain is. So as you know, if you've been here to Chiang Mai before, there are some American style restaurants that are here. So right behind me here, I'll just show you, right across the street there, you've got McDonald's. And right on the other side of that wall, you're going to find Burger King. So I'm going to walk around. We've got a newbie to the town. A lot of you have probably already heard this if you've been keeping up with the news in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But as far as I know, this new restaurant just opened up. A lot of you are going to say, big deal, and why in the world would you ever want to eat at this place? Well, if you have Thai food every day for years, you will find out real quick that you want to get away from Thai food every now and then, even if it's not the greatest American food you will ever find by a long shot. So I'm going to show you that restaurant in just a minute. But here we are at the outside of the Ta Pa gate. So this is what it's looking like on this rainy day. By the way, I did say Burger King was right behind that wall, so there it is. So we're going to walk over here. I'm going to show you around a little bit, and I'm going to show you what the newbie is to the city of Chiang Mai. So this is the low season. This is the time of year where there's not a whole lot of tourists because it's the rainy season. And again, it's a great time of year to be here, but I'm going to say that August, if you plan on doing a lot of things outdoors, if you're wanting to enjoy nature, you're wanting to enjoy the beaches and things like that, August may not be that month you want to come because it rains all the time. And another thing you may have heard lately in the news is about the tourist visa going to 60 days, and you can jump the border and renew it, and they say as many times as you want, which is a blessing to a lot of foreigners here in Thailand. So I did ask one of the experts in the visas, how long do you think this is going to last? And their response is, oh, about a year, and then things will change again. Hopefully not, unless it changes for the better, but that is one big change that everyone's talking about here in Thailand. All right, so here we are. We're getting close to it now. You can probably already see it in the distance. Chiang Mai now has its own Taco Bell. I've already eaten in there right before I just started this video, and I can say that the inside of it is very nice and clean, which you would expect because the place is brand new. Also, the food came out, I'm going to say, picture perfect. So it's about as good as Taco Bell gets as far as their food goes. Here's a look at the menu. You're probably going to need to pause the video so you can see everything on this menu. And as you can see from the inside, it's decorated fairly nice. And if you're wondering where it's at, It is very near the Ta Pa Gate. So you won't have to look very hard to find it, since the Ta Pa Gate is like one of the biggest touristy areas in all of Chiang Mai. So yep, it's official. We have that. Love it or hate it, it's here. So let's talk real quick about when the rain ends. The rain is going to end around the middle of October. At least that's usually what it does. And the rain is really bad, like we've already discussed. In August, it's going to rain a lot, but not as much as August. In September, this is just on the norm. And then October, your first 2 weeks are still a little bit rainy, then it tapers off, then it gets really nice. And that's why I've always said the middle of October through the beginning of February is the best time to be here in Thailand to enjoy the coolest weather. It's still going to be hot, but as cool as the weather's going to get will be during those months, and you can expect big crowds, especially coming up this year, since having a visa is getting easier and easier for a tourist visa. As you can imagine, if your only mode of transportation is a motorcycle, things might be a little miserable this time of year because you're constantly having to ride in the rain, which you could wear a rain jacket like I do and you'll be all right. But it's still more of an inconvenience than if you have a car, which is exactly why when my wife and I moved here 3.5 years ago, we decided, first we just wanted a motorcycle, but we quickly realized we need a car and a motorcycle. As a reminder, if you are planning on moving here to Thailand, we do have a step-by-step guide on how to move here. That will be in the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is down in the description. And we also have our one-on-ones you can schedule with me. If you want to ask me some specific questions, we can do a one-on-one video chat. That link is on the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description as well. Now, I do have some shout outs for those of you who have contributed to the channel. And on Buy Me a Coffee, I want to do a shout out to Sam S, to Mark, Jan B, Patrick K, Phil C, Dean W, and Larry K. And on Super Thanks, it's a screen name URS954, another one Lightspeed X6N, and on Patreon, thanks a lot, Shams and Chris. We really appreciate you contributing to the channel and helping us out. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Well, we are back where we started, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I've got to go dry my feet off. I'm wearing flip-flops. My feet have been wet for at least an hour now, and they look like little prunes. So thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment if you feel like you need to leave a comment. We would appreciate that as well. And until next time, Khap Kun Khap.